Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Cowboys going up against the Colts.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down following the run. The play clock's running down on second down. Here's Yeldon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bradford. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 49 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, Bradford. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And he's got Rodgers. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Bradford on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bradford throwing the out route and complete. That's McKenzie, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Play action now. Bradford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Bradford. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going deep here for Bryant. And running with power here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Prescott, out left side here to Bryant. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Anoon with that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 1st down, Bradford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradford, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's a give to Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. To go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Bradford now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Bradford on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception, Bradford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd down. Bradford throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A first down throw for Bradford. Anugla's got it, complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Bradford.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. From the gun, Bradford. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bradford. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Bradford is going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. The Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danny Nicholas able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Switch. Alert.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action. Now Bradford. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Malik Collins getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Quincy Enunwa, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll start it on the ground with Morris. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danny Nicholas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
A second down throw for Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Prescott down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On play action, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Henry Anderson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish the...
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On 1st and 10, Bradford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Bradford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the air.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Fresh set of downs here. Operating from the gun. Bradford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Yeldon. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Bradford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
He finds Hearns left side. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
First down, Bradford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Dallas, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Colts,